whispers, shadows, and secrets we dare not uncover. This is the story of Alina, a girl who unknowingly stepped into that realm and paid a horrifying price. Alina was an ordinary young woman living in a small, quiet town. She had always been fascinated by the unknown, by things beyond human comprehension, but she never believed in ghosts, spirits, or jinns. That is, until she experienced something she could never explain. It started subtly, a feeling of being watched, an unusual chill in the air, the sensation of invisible fingers brushing against her skin. At first, she dismissed it as paranoia, blaming exhaustion and stress. But deep down, something felt wrong. One night, as she lay in bed, drifting between sleep and wakefulness, she heard it for the first time. A whisper, a deep, haunting voice that sent shivers down her spine. Alina. She sat up abruptly, her heart pounding. Her room was dark, the silence deafening. Had she imagined it? She convinced herself she had. But the next night, the voice returned. Alina, you're mine. Terror gripped her. She turned on the lights, but nothing was there. No one. Yet the presence remained, watching, waiting. Then the dreams began. Night after night, she saw a tall, shadowy figure standing at the foot of her bed. It had no face, but its eyes. They glowed like embers, burning with an unnatural intensity. At first, the figure merely watched, but soon it started speaking. It told her it had been with her since childhood, that it had chosen her, that it loved her. You belong to me, Alina. No one else can have you. She woke up screaming, but the nightmare didn't end when she opened her eyes, because now she wasn't alone. Objects in her house began moving on their own. Doors slammed shut, her mirror cracked without reason. And worst of all, she started seeing him, not just in her dreams, but in the real world. A glimpse in the corner of her eye, a shadow lurking in the darkness, a reflection that wasn't hers. She confided in her grandmother, a deeply spiritual woman. Upon hearing Alina's story, her face turned pale. You have been chosen by a Jinn, she whispered, her voice trembling. He wants you as his bride. Alina felt her blood run cold. A Jinn, a supernatural entity known for its dangerous obsessions. Desperate, she sought help from a local religious scholar. He listened carefully, then told her something that made her stomach drop. This Jinn is in love with you, but love from such a being is not love at all. It is possession. He gave her prayers and instructions to follow. For a while, it seemed to work. it again. That cold, suffocating presence. Then, the reflection in the mirror changed. Her own face twisted into something else. Something inhuman. Then it spoke. Did you think you could get rid of me, Alina? You are mine. Forever. The lights flickered. The room turned ice cold. And suddenly, she felt unseen hands grab her wrists, pulling her forward. The mirror cracked. She screamed, shutting her eyes, praying, begging for help. And then, silence. When she opened her eyes, she was alone again. The mirror was shattered, but the presence was gone. She never heard the whispers again, never saw the shadowy figure lurking in the dark.